Hi, this is a quick video to show you how to complete the weekly student report. So we've changed the weekly student report so that it looks a little more like this. The changes are there's going to be a report for individual students, not the whole class, so you'll only see one student on the page. They're going to be bi-weekly, not weekly, so half as often, but same amount of effort going into it. Teachers need to put a note for each student each week. So that was a problem with the last reports, in that you could go 1 month, 6 weeks without hearing about the student just because they're fine. You need to put a note for this entry. It's easier to transfer, so if the student moves to another class, we can just copy the tab across, whereas before we had to select, copy the whole row, insert it into the others, and there was chances to lose data. We have entry data, so we can see where the student was when they started, so that we can see more progression as they develop. And hopefully it will reduce the conflicts of the data. So sometimes you might see negative comments, but all positive scores on the student, or vice versa, low scores and positive comments. So that's because things change every week and we didn't record the previous data unless it was on a different sheet. Okay, so I'm going to show you now how to complete this course. So here's the template. The template has 2 tabs. It has template and data don't delete. So this is just the high, medium and low thing that goes in here. It's part of Excel, but this is the course, the sheet that we have. So what you would first need to do, keep the template always. You need to right click on it, go to move or copy, create a copy, and then click OK. So now it's copied my template, and here I'm going to put the name of the student that I'm entering for. Now obviously for this video I'm not going to use a real student, so we're just going to call this one Cristiano, and then I'm going to go to enter the student name. Now I'll give you a spreadsheet with obviously the class lists and the names and things, but for this one, obviously because it's going on a video, I'm going to use a fake name. So this one is going to be Cristiano, second name Ronaldo. Don't know why he's on my mind at the moment. Going to enter his student ID, just 7, and he is in batch number 4. So that's going to be his tab, and hopefully we'll fill this up over the next 5 months. So the only thing you need to do for this first time is enter the course entry data. Now this will be on the placement test spreadsheet. So I'm going to choose a student from level 3, C3. Let's choose a student here. Okay, we'll use let's use this student. So his IPT was 156, his ALCPT was 39 and 47. So I'll go back, enter that into here. If there's 2, you can just put a space between it. His speaking was elementary, pre-intermediate, and I did the speaking test. If it's too much, you can just put LE pre-in. Anything other than that, I think it said he had an MSAT. Yeah, he got MSAT 950, and also here it says IELTS 4.5, so you could enter both of them if you wanted. Maths, I haven't got that score yet, so I'll just leave it. The level, he's in level 3, and I think the group he is in C3. So that's all the data I need to enter at this stage. At the end of week 2, I'm going to give him a score. So I'm going to give his participation high. Now remember, participation is not just in the class, it can be outside of the classes too. So I'm going to give him high for in the class, Sorry, here we have homework. So we're going to give low because he doesn't do any homework and his behaviour is fine. We'll give him medium. His English is medium, let's say. His maths is high. His physics is medium. And his chemistry is medium. So after 2 weeks, probably we won't do an assessment, but if you did, you might enter ALCPT. Let's kind of guess what he'd get, about 40. His strengths are his speaking, his vocabulary, but his weaknesses, I'm going to say, like he struggles on the past simple, and his writing was quite low, writing paragraphs, if you want to go into more detail. So the teacher notes, you might add something like Cristiano made a good start to the course. He works hard in class, but he completed no homeworks. Something like that. I'm going to add my initials and the date. Okay, and then obviously the managers would come in, take a look at this, and add a note, something like verbal warning regarding homework. Okay, so that's it. You would save that, then go to template, move or copy, and create another student, and start again with let's call this one Lionel, and start again by entering the data. Once you have all the students, you don't need to do that every time, you just need to update every couple of weeks with your data. Okay, and at the bottom you would have like 20 tabs for the students in the class, and yeah, and then it's ready to submit to the shared box on the Teams. All right, thanks, bye.